Welcome back to the OlimoLeague, folks. Game number 2 underway. And again, the winner of this plays against the winner of Marine King versus Boong Boong. So we're probably going to follow this part of the bracket for now. But of course, there's some Axiom love and many other good players on the bottom half. Make sure to type ! brackets if you want to see the matches that you're not seeing right now. But spawning in the bottom central portion of merry-go-round, it's going to be the pink Terran player, Keen.
Never left as the blue Terran. It's Axiom's Ryung.
And can we just comment for a moment on how just, on fire Ryung was that game? I mean, I don't think there was, other than that first drop. That first drop was horrible, horrible. There's no getting around that. But outside of that, he played the rest of that match pretty much to, maybe not perfection, but nearly.
Yeah. Well, I think what was pretty important about that is that it wasn't just... It could have easily have been Keen counterattacking and an even weirder game where Keen might have won out because I didn't actually check because it didn't happen, but, he had more tanks or more Marines or whatever it was. What he did was that he kind of went in between in the middle of the map, deciding between taking care of Ryung's drop, which turned into the humongous force going at his natural. He could have gone back to defend that and been overly cautious, or he could have just, counterattacked. I mean, so often we're seeing TVTs end in base trades that they're hard to call, but, they're hard to call. That last one was kind of easy to call. It was like, okay, Ryung's going to win this one eventually. Keen's just going to have, a 5-minute death animation.
Actually, just thinking back on it too, because I would definitely expect to see it again, but the Banshee choice last game too was kind of funny. It didn't do a lot except for snipe that one tank, and I think that was actually a pretty key point in the game because Keen never really snowballed out of control with any sort of defensive setup like Ryung did. I mean, there's a big reason why Keen never actually did that push in Ryung's natural. And let's say Ryung had been down 3 or 4 tanks to random Banshee / drops. I mean, maybe it could have been a reverse role situation. I don't know, but I would definitely like to see Banshees again on merry-go-round. I think they get really undervalued, and a lot of people get too obsessed with the airspace here, but definitely still has a pretty nice role in this matchup, just period, outside of harassing the natural or the main mineral lines.
Well, of course, you gotta say it. Love to see Ryung abuse these positions. Keen should expect it, of course. He should put a supply depot in the upper left of his base to take care of that dead space, because it's... Well, once he realizes the positions, he actually hasn't scouted yet, but once he does, he'll certainly be mindful of how much drop potential there is there.
Asking in chat here, when are you going to see some protest-based trade TV? We just follow the brackets, guys, for what works. I think as much as I love casting all the races and this matchup versus that matchup, we have our favorites versus our least favorites. I think always I'm going to prioritize as little downtime as possible. I think that kind of takes precedence over most. But, if you guys do feel like, oh man, base trade, I really wish we saw more protests, let us know. I mean, we can't always adhere to and pay to the minorities and all that, but we'd love to hear your opinions, and helps influence the way we try and do things for sure. So, I guess that's the short answer, or the long answer.
So, funnily enough, speaking of our Protosses, there just aren't a lot in this tournament, and it looks like both of them are going to face each other, so...
Yanghwa, or...?
Whoops.
Is Yanghwa playing today? I actually didn't look.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry, there are 3. I was looking at Alicia versus Choya, which is coming up next, assuming that Alicia wins over Psyarch, which I think you will. But yeah, you're right, Yanghwa actually is still facing Nej.
Ooh, so that only gets with 1 HP? Wait, how does that work? It's even damage out of... What?
I don't know, maybe you only got...
Hellions deal 8 damage, right? They can't do an odd amount of damage. So how do 3 Hellions leave it at 1 health?
They caught some of the splash, not the direct blast.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, runs right through this though, Keen does, because Ryung has no depots at the front of his base. He's got no defense. This is almost just like an automatic GG. There's one Widowmine in Keen's base that's being taken care of slowly, and I mean, Ryung is just up shit creek.
Little bit. Oh my god, the SCVs know into the Hellions using
Has to pull, that's the thing though, that's what really sucks about this.
Okay, he's down to 13 SCVs. Nope, chase those Hellions. Do not chase those Hellions. Why did you pick up the Viking? That seemed an odd choice. Shit.
I think he knows how badly this has gone. Hellions at home for King, pick up, clean this up. The Viking cleans up the medevac, and we are going to see game 3, guys.
Yep.
I think that's what this boils down to. Because Ryung, as much as I love him, he's got 3 SCVs, 2 SCVs.
And you know, it's
Oh my god. Look at the income right now, even with a mule. Oh my god.
Everything is even too. It's not like Ryung is on a second command center and Keen was, you know, is not. They're both on the same exact structures. It's just that Keen has 17 more SCVs. No big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a Marauder for. He's actually gonna pull his last 2 SCVs. Oh no? Okay,
yeah, full of
back.
boys. Oh no.
Yeah, you know what? I always make that weird joke, but like, what if he literally he could only pull the boy, like the one. This is yo, I gotta give him credit for not GGing, you know, trying to put up a one last fight, but you know what's gonna stop him, Zombie Grub?
A wall?
3 depots at the wall.
Yeah, and that's why you always wall off.
Man, like there's
Always
arguments that can be made, like, you know, again, like whole greed, like you save a couple minerals here and there doing this, but this is one of those rare situations where you just, it's not even just that it was a counter build in the first place, like the drop is sick, but it's to be expected. It's the fact that he just really did not prepare for it very well.
Yeah.
GG.
G.
Alright, we're gonna see game 3 out of Keen and Ryung, guys. Keen evens up the series 1-1.